What's up everyone, this is Tony with JRNYcrypto. So yesterday we had the first Bitcoin ETF go live, and today we had Bitcoin break previous all-time highs, even getting close to $67,000. So in this video we're going to talk about when altcoin and NFT season is coming. I do believe November is going to be huge for both altcoins and NFTs. We have some huge things coming, and I do want to talk about what type of projects I'm looking at. So before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified for regular crypto videos. Alright guys, so everything's going great in the crypto space. We had the first Bitcoin ETF go live yesterday. We had Bitcoin break previous all-time highs today. And now we have other altcoins in the top 20 beginning to surge. So with Bitcoin breaking its previous all-time high, that's the next question here, is when altcoin season is going to kick off. When we're going to start seeing 2x and more gains in a short period of time for a lot of small cap altcoins. So we are going to talk about that, as well as the NFT space. I'm very bullish on both altcoins and NFTs for end of year. I do think we're going to see a huge rally at some point in November. So we also have to keep in mind we have 4 more Bitcoin ETFs on the horizon, likely to go live with trading in the next couple of weeks. We also have the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade coming in November, which is the first major upgrade to Bitcoin in 4 years. Bringing smart contracts to Bitcoin is huge. So big things happening for Bitcoin, which is great for the entire crypto space. With Bitcoin and Ethereum in a general uptrend, that's when we're going to start seeing the small cap altcoins blasting off even more, especially the ones with huge things coming, where they are going to have a surge of demand and have the spotlight. So we also have some other top 50 altcoins beginning to pick up here, like Solana up nearly 20%, closing in on $200 again. Terra Luna's up 11.5%, Litecoin's up 11%, breaking $200. Avalanche up 7%, and so on. Pretty much every top 100 altcoin is up at least a few percent. So I believe it's going to be at least a few weeks before we start seeing altcoin season kicking in really strong. Of course, in the meantime, we're going to see a lot of altcoins surging, especially the ones with a lot of demand. But when we see peak altcoin season, I think that is going to be at least a few weeks out, especially since we have more Bitcoin ETFs and a major Bitcoin upgrade on the horizon. People aren't going to be reinvesting into small cap altcoins as much yet. So if we do look at historic price data for Bitcoin, it was peaking around mid-April is when it hit its all-time high. And then if we go to crypto global market cap, which shows every single cryptocurrency combined, we can see here that did peak around May 10th. So that does show that's when altcoin season was peaking. That's when altcoins were at their highest prices together. And then the market did crash with the bad news with Tesla and Saturday Night Live and China banning Bitcoin mining. So if you haven't already, now is definitely the time to prepare for altcoin season to catch some of these huge profits before they happen. We are going to see much higher return on investment for a lot of small cap altcoins than we're going to be seeing for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other top 10 cryptocurrencies by end of year. You just have to know how to pick the right altcoins and you'll see massive return on investment. So that's really what I'm focused on. I will be doing some videos over the next week. I'll do a guide on how I find my small cap altcoins and give you guys some examples. I'll also be doing some videos on some of my top picks in the space as well, so be sure to be subscribed and hit the bell to be notified for that. But in general, the attention is going to stay on Bitcoin right now, especially with more Bitcoin ETFs coming. We did have news today of Van Eck Bitcoin Strategy ETF likely to launch in the next week. And then we do have 3 more Bitcoin ETFs as well, likely to start trading. So Bitcoin is going to remain in the news, especially as the price keeps breaking previous all-time highs. I think we're likely to test $70,000 to $75,000 before having a big correction, and we're likely to have a much higher low than previously. If we check out the charts here, we can see we haven't had a good correction here in quite a while, which is definitely overdue in my opinion. But with all this major news happening and breaking previous all-time highs, with Bitcoin in the media, it's likely that a lot of retail investors are getting into the space. That buying pressure is just going to have this continuing upwards, but at some point this will break. We will start getting some selling pressure and then retest a major support level here, which could be previous all-time highs around $60,000 to $65,000. So we can see we did have a major correction here as well. Beginning of September, we did peak around $52,000, having a correction to $40,000 again end of September before blasting off to all-time highs. So just keep in mind, nothing goes up forever, and we haven't had a good correction here in the last couple weeks with breaking previous all-time highs. So if we don't test $70,000 to $75,000 Bitcoin, and we do have a correction from the current price, that would form a giant cup and handle signal, which is definitely very bullish as well. and we'd likely be retesting around $55,000, but that would be a very bullish signal for a $100,000 Bitcoin towards the end of year. But regardless, I think we're going to break $100,000 Bitcoin with everything happening. So many Bitcoin ETFs coming into play, so much mass adoption. Pretty much every major company is looking into Bitcoin and crypto related services or acquiring Bitcoin for their balance sheet. So I really think that FOMO is going to start kicking in for major companies to put a small allocation of their cash reserves into Bitcoin, especially with major inflation kicking in around the world from all the governments printing trillions of dollars. So we're already starting to see institutional demand begin to pick up again. Breaking $2.2 trillion asset manager PIMCO plans to buy more crypto. Institutional asset managers have been slower to embrace cryptocurrencies than retail traders, but their adoption is growing rapidly. So that's the thing, institutional and retail FOMO is starting to pick up, especially after breaking all-time highs. Both of these kicking in at the same time is the scenario where I see us breaking $100,000, and I see this very possible by end of year. So in this article, they state, this will be a gradual process where we spent a lot of time on the internal diligence side speaking to investors, and we'll take baby steps in an area that's rapidly growing. So that's the thing, these institutions are taking baby steps, but regardless, they're all pretty much getting in. They will continue dollar cost averaging in like MicroStrategy has been, and more Bitcoin will get taken out of circulation, which is extremely bullish. A lot of institutions are going to start buying Ethereum as well. We already saw ARK Invest announce that they will do a 40% allocation towards Ethereum now, and I do see more institutions beginning to do this. So we also have Ethereum layer 2 solutions coming into play, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Uniswap integrate a layer 2 solution at some point in the near future, which would greatly reduce the Ethereum gas fees and get a lot more people trading on the Ethereum network again. So that would definitely be bullish for ETH, and I definitely see a $10,000 ETH being possible by end of year. If we do have Bitcoin breaking 100,000, I think that's very possible and likely, especially with Ethereum being burned with every transaction now with the London hard fork upgrade we did have a couple months ago. So I'm very bullish on a lot of top cryptocurrencies. Pretty much all of them have huge potential. Which ones go up first though really takes a lot of research. You got to figure out which ones have huge upgrades coming and will have huge demand coming to the project. Being ahead of the herd is just being ahead of where the demand is headed. So I will be doing some videos going over that, my strategies, as well as just giving you guys my top picks in both the top 100 and some much smaller market cap altcoins as well, below $100 million market cap that have huge things coming up, massive potential for huge return on investment in a short period of time. So be sure to catch those videos coming up in the next week. So I do want to talk about the NFT space a little bit before I end the video. The Doge Pound, as you guys know, I'm big on this project. This recently hit around a 3.5 Ethereum floor price. So the entire NFT space did have a pretty good correction, which was expected, especially since so many people are getting FOMO for altcoins again. They're pulling profits out of the NFTs since they're up so huge. It is expected. But something I do want to point out here is the NFT projects that haven't had a huge correction in the last 24 hours. I think these ones have huge potential. These are the projects you should be paying attention to. The Doge Pound held up very strong. Fluff World held up very strong as well. Fluff World building a ton of utility. I actually selected the 2 winners of the giveaway on my Twitter if you guys want to check that out. I also have some other pretty huge NFT giveaways lined up on my Twitter for end of October. So Bored Ape Yacht Club also had a dip here down to around 30 Ethereum. This peaked out over 50 Ethereum floor when the Mutant Apes did launch. Bored Ape Yacht Club raised around $100 million at the time, which is now worth a lot more if they kept that in Ethereum. So I definitely see huge things on the horizon for this project, and they did announce they're launching their own cryptocurrency, which is something the Doge Pound is also doing. So a lot of these NFT projects are beginning to launch their own cryptocurrency that you can earn by staking your NFTs, which is huge because it's going to take a lot of NFTs out of circulation. Less selling pressure means the floor price of a lot of these NFT sets will be skyrocketing very easily. So Bored Ape Yacht Club, as you guys know, I'm big on this as well, and their other sets, Bored Ape Kennel Club, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and I do think they're going to be launching a couple more sets. There's hints that there's going to be a Robo Dog NFT set as well. So we'll see what they have planned. Huge things on their roadmap though, and they have over $100 million of funding now, and they're making a ton of money with their volume traded on their NFT sets. So I definitely see the NFT set growing. We do have Coinbase launching their own NFT platform, which is going to increase accessibility to NFTs, make it easier for the average person to be buying NFTs. As you guys know, that'll just bring a ton more investors to the space. At the same time, we have retail FOMO peaking for cryptocurrency, so that's a lot of new people that will be getting into the NFT space. And then we do have Twitter launching verified NFT profile pictures, which is really going to help legitimize the space and really remove a lot of these people that download and save your NFT picture and use it for themselves. Having that verified profile picture, I think, is going to be awesome. And that's really when things are going to start kicking off, in my opinion. And like Gary Vee said, in the virtual world, you can show off your assets much easier than in the physical world. For instance, if someone had a ton of value in NFTs, they can, in the metaverse, create their own house where all their NFTs are displayed, and anyone can visit that at any time. Whereas if they have expensive things in their personal house, how many people are actually going to see that? So that is something that made me realize how bullish the NFT space actually is. And I definitely see huge demand coming to this in the future, especially as the metaverse gets developed as well. Something I did say on Twitter is that you guys should be collecting blue chip NFTs and holding them for the long term for the metaverse to further develop and for that to go mainstream. When the metaverse is mainstream and everyone is using it, that's when these blue chip NFTs from 2021 are going to be worth massive amounts of money, life-changing stuff, in my opinion. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys found it useful. Like always, if you found it useful, I appreciate if you guys liked the video, comment below and share the video anywhere on social media or with friends and family that may also find it useful. I also have a cryptocurrency guides playlist on my channel if you guys want to learn more about my strategies and how I invest in cryptos to be more successful in the long term. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.